Hello, everybody. Oh my God, it feels so weird looking at myself. Is this thing on? Welcome to episode 40 of Grab the Trace. This is, you know what, everybody? We're now coming to you with what I'm calling a visual edge.
A visual edge. Oh, okay.
Everybody listening on Apple Podcasts is like, what are you talking about? Everybody, we need to move to Spotify or YouTube now. We can still listen on Apple Podcasts. We're still leaving reviews. We're not idiots. But this feels so weird to like be talking to you and then like I'm off. I can see myself. But you love it sick, don't you? We're in. You've never seen the old recording setup. We'll probably have to take a photo of it. But this is the Grab the Trace Studios.
It is.
I'm Lachlan. You've seen me once on Instagram. This is Mikaela. You have also seen her once on Instagram. And we're now in video format.
Yeah.
As well as the audio.
The full visual.
Ow, my elbows. We're still, the training wheels are still on for the new studio. And I'm so glad I said new correctly for the first time on video because people are going to zoom in on my mouth and be like, what did he just say? We are recording with quite a interesting setup. As you can, you probably can't see, but there is a lot of stuff off the camera that is hidden. We've got things tiered to bring to you, including our content for today. So, Mikaela, in true style, how are you going today?
I'm going amazing.
I'm so distracted. I keep wanting to look in the camera.
I know.
But I should make eye contact because that's
weird.
Not rude.
Oh, thank you.
I need to be polite.
I'm doing really well. I'm 3 weeks into a new job?
Yeah. I think that's
just finished.
It's important to mention we're also coming off the back of quite a few banked episodes.
We are.
We haven't seen each other in a couple of weeks.
I know. It's been so long.
It really has. It's really good. It feels like not only am I seeing you for the first time in a while, but I'm also now seeing my listeners, or my listeners are at least seeing me.
Oh,
which
it's
like
true.
A little bit strange, but it is what it is, as they say. So what we're bringing you today is the first ever, as I switch the show notes back over, we're bringing you the first ever visual Grab the Trace episode. I've just realized that I have not made a mark on the cameras to sync the audio up. So I'm going to clap now and we're all going to do this together. And now I'm going to, while I'm editing, everybody, I am now scrolling up and down on a website page. I'm going to click the X in 3 seconds. 1, 2. And now we are synced up. So that way I don't have the ability to cut and change between yet. We don't have that many cameras, but we know we're building. So Mikaela.
Yes.
Without further ado, I was going to play... we were just talking about this.
So close.
On this week's episode of Diary of a CEO. I say the word wrong again. We're going to just play the music to introduce ourselves in.
Yeah.
I haven't actually set up the new intro. So maybe I even just record that now and just imagine there's music behind me as well.
Oh, look, I can give you some background noise if you'd like.
Okay, everybody. So obviously we're just going to be bopping because there's I can do at least the start of the music, everybody can hear this now as well. This is really good. Hands off the desk because you're bumping the mic. Oh, we're synced up. And now I do the audio introduction. So, I hit the mute button again. Welcome to Grab the Trace, a home design podcast here to help you deliver your next project to its full potential. If you're looking for some tips and secrets whilst building a new home, renovating, or even just picking some window furnishings for your next project, we've got you covered. So stick around, pull up your plans, and let's grab the trace. This time in video. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
And then there's the music at the end that goes
Fade out.
Fade out.
Oh, stunning.
And then I switch back. And then I say, Mikaela, do you just want to start?
Yeah.
We've got some banger episodes.
Wait, I haven't even asked.
Oh my goodness, everybody, look at that.
How are you?
I'm not going great.
You're really not?
Listen, everybody, come in close for a secret. I'm not doing great.
Why?
I'm not adjusting well to life without. It's a bit of a downer, but you know what? I'm strong, I'll survive. I'm an independent man.
No, now that we've taken our little break, I've cut my teeth.
I've cut my losses, and Lachlan, you just made it through the next round of selections.
No, I've cut my teeth in the new job. I'm feeling really good, feeling really stable. Yeah, I'm let's make this a weekly thing. Let's get back into
Let's
it.
go.
I feel really good for this year. I feel like big things.
I mean, we're
Big
already
things.
halfway through. We should probably do in a couple of weeks when it is the midpoint of the year, a check-in on our goals.
Yeah.
Are we hitting them? Have we already exceeded them? Do we need to reassess? Do we need to scale back?
Do we need to
Because
add more?
Maybe someone promised to get Myers Elliott on the thing and I still haven't bothered to send an email about
Was that before the end of the year? And that was last year? I'm just
everybody, I'm Lachlan. How you
recapping.
going?
I'm just recapping.
I did mention financial year at one stage.
Oh, okay.
We still haven't been doing the podcast for a year.
When's the end of financial year? I'm pretty sure.
Maybe
that's, very
2-3
soon.
weeks, yeah. Listen, if it comes, it'll be a bonus episode. It'll just drop
Are you
in the
just
feed.
going to like come in and then like put on a voice and be like, I'm from Myers
I'm
Elliott?
yeah. That would not be a bad idea,
Or
actually.
Brock just comes on and just pretends.
Yeah, hello, I am Myers and Elliott. No, I've got a spare microphone now, so I can be a roving reporter. So I might even just go and door knock and hawk and try and get
And
them
they'll
to
be
come
like,
and do it.
why do you know where I live?
You know me from the Instagram that one time where you got like said thank you
thumbs
for
up?
sharing and like you shared us on your stories. So like we're like pretty much, can I come in?
Yep.
Can I come in?
Because we were actually best friends.
It's beautiful. So you know what? I mean, dramatic. I'm going all right. I feel like I'm starting to stand up on my own 2 feet. I've stepped
Well,
out
I hope
behind.
so. Have you been
stepped out-
crawling?
Pretty much. No, it's, you know, when you have like little kids and they get introduced to people and they kind of like clutch behind like their mum or dad's legs. You were like my work, not really my work mum, because that's like a little bit insulting. But like I feel like you were my
To
work.
me or to you?
It's whatever
It's a
you want to
double-edged
take out of
sword,
it.
really.
Whatever you want to take out of it
Okay,
home
thank
as well. But I feel like I'm now my own face. I'm standing out on my own.
I was going to even do a worse analogy then. I'm like, I was like your crutch.
My crutch, seriously. Not that crutch though.
No, that
different crutch. Different
Not that crutch.
Well, you know what? Without further ado, let's
we go.
get into the actual content
Yeah,
of this
let's
week,
do it.
Mikaela. So
I'm excited.
We are now going to be graced as I make noise off camera, so no one knows, and I can't put that there. I'm going to slide this here. We are now recording our
Yes.
first ever visual inspirationgram. So, Mikaela, would you like to? The people can already see it, but would you like to begin to talk? And then we're just going to scroll through some beautiful
Yeah.
imagery
Absolutely.
as we slide the.
I'm actually blind.
Listen, everybody, we're actually going to like figure this out for next time. Like
Yeah.
this is just the beginning. This is training wheels. All the audio listeners like, gee, the show really went to shit. Like, what's happening?
Truly did.
Are they doing like a radio play or
What
something?
happened? They don't even know where to look. No. So, for all of you at home, I have gone back to my OG favorites. I think after my last inspiration gram, doing the goat,
Madeline.
doing Madeline Blanchfield, and you guys responded so well. You loved it on the gram. So I thought, let's go to my little like back pocket of all my loved interior designers and let's give the people what they want. So I've gone back to Mim Design.
We've gone to Miriam. From Madeline to Miriam.
Miriam
the double
Fanning.
M's.
Honestly.
Mickey and Minnie. I really struggled to figure out Minnie's name. I was like Mickey and Mrs. Mickey.
And Mim Design has, I don't know, I feel like they've just got a little special part in my heart, in my little design heart. And I feel like from my very, very earliest beginnings, I have loved Mim Design. I've always kind of looked up to them. And throughout the past like decade to 15 years of aspiring to be like a Mim designer, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this new project. I think it is recent, only in last year. I'm pretty sure 2021. It was finished. But let's take you through it. Again, I know the people at home on the screen can see this, but the architects are BH Architects, the builder is Williams Group, and the photographer is Peter Clark.
How good.
And as I said, interior designers are Mim Design. So this is the Horizon Flinders project. And just straight off the bat, this home is of immense scale. It is huge. It's spectacular. It's a multi-million-dollar mansion. It is beautiful from top to toe. There's been no restraint in terms of budget.
The highest of ends.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's high end. But again, this is what we need in our lives.
This is par for the course.
Yeah, we need inspiration. We need aspirations. We need goals that
So true, so true.
we can just drool over. So the first kind of image straight off the bat is of this huge double void. We're looking out into the entry foyer. You're seeing this beautiful, spectacular lighting, display and cluster. You're looking at these stunning marble floors, these beautiful curved limestone walls. So we're getting texture. But really, we're on a very minimal palette here. Like
this is sculptural.
Yeah. It's almost of like a commercial sense. Like I could be in a museum right now.
Oh, that's good. I like that as a reference.
I don't know if that's everyone's vibe to live in a museum, but like ask Kim and Kanye, they love it.
I feel like looking at this immediately, the kind of the audible sensation of someone walking in heels or like boots or something, just it really does. I guess there's like a certain level of luxury to that kind of audio though, where you're like, oh, I can like, you've got like that audible sense of security, like how people have like gravel down the side of their houses to hear people like crunching their way through. I think it's a bit grand.
It feels grand. I think
so
that
much
is
space
the
to fill with noise.
Oh, I feel like that is actually the perfect definition. Like we don't have to get fluffy with it, but like
we'll put the pin in it. We're done. That's the end of the podcast. I've done it.
Grandeur. Just this is all about grandeur. This house is about grandeur. So I would like to.
We've got some really, really key details here that have just come back on the tour. Even
the ocean views, like all these curved walls are kind of organically transporting you through the home.
Yeah.
And every single curve is there for a purpose in the sense that, again, I'm just kind of like hovering over the screen here, but this double void entrance and glazing is looking out onto an ocean view. And all these walls are curving to kind of visually point you in that direction, which, come on, who doesn't love a bit of that?
I mean, we've got bloody shadow, like line details. It's like far out.
My mind is blown. So again, second image is of that same space, but we're looking directly out over the entry and the double void. And when I said like, oh yeah, ocean views, I kind of was like, oh yeah, it's over. No,
it's the ocean.
It's literally in spitting distance. Like they are built on the ocean. It's insane. It's beautiful. I also like to note from the previous image and this image, the color palette is like, it's actually a lack of color. Like we're looking at like whites and every shade of white. Like it's so minimal. However,
is it like a plastered finish?
Yeah,
as well? It doesn't
we've got
look
like
flat.
a Tadalect. Yeah. We've got that lime plaster on the walls in like a half polish. Again, the beauty of Tadalect is you can kind of control that reflectivity or how much, glossiness, I guess, to the wall that you can have.
For those at home who are ignorant, definitely not myself, hypothetically, if I was asking for a friend, all of those, we can do the visual game. So. That didn't look too great. No one come after me, please. What is, like, if you were to distill it down, like, what is a Tadalect finish? Is it like just a really nice plaster?
Tadalect is a traditional lime plaster. So there's all different types of plaster in terms of the content, or I guess the material. So you can do like a concrete plaster or a plaster from a Tadalect it's quite a thick actually, depending on traditionally used in like wet areas or around fireplaces or like that's why it's so thick.
Yeah,
but it's thousands of years old.
Sure.
So the practice is thousands of years old. When you go to Greece and you see all those beautiful white buildings, that's like inside
like you
to
said
outside.
When, not if, because it definitely is a when for me.
Oh,
I'm
right.
definitely going.
It's happening.
We're doing the live Santorini show 2025. Book it in, everybody. We'll see you there.
Oh, actually, what is it called? Manifesting. I'm gonna manifest that for Grab the Trace, we will have an international design trip to Milan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, like 2030.
Ooh.
Or something like
crazy. 2030 at the latest. Let's
Yeah.
manifest that. Let's put an end date on it.
Oh, well, we're going to have to take 6 months holiday over this period.
Obviously.
So like
we might the podcast is now moving to Milan, everybody.
obviously.
That would be pretty good.
Right? We do the design festival. We do
We could go to the Biennale. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Sure. I'm just nodding. I don't care. I'll be in Italy.
I'll be there too. I've never been to Italy, so that'll be good for me.
Neither. It's number one bucket list.
To quickly to cycle back around, so it's like pretty expensive finish, obviously because it's done here, or is it just more like a labor or like a skilled craftsman kind of thing?
Oh, kind of both. So how?
I'm just trying to think for anyone at home who wants to do this, like what are we getting ourselves into?
No, it's a specialty finish. It's not just like your local renderer can like, I'll just whack up that for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, give me a trowel, I'll wet it down.
They have to be trained specifically in lime plaster, and then it's more the application. So this treatment again, it's not in a waterproofed area. It's more for obviously aesthetics.
Yep.
If you're trying to do Tadalect in a wet area like I've got in my bathroom, like you need to have
Everybody, we're going for a little visual tour after this one. We're going into the bathroom.
Yeah, we're doing like they'd have to get waterproofing certification.
Sure,
it's a full process, but in terms of the expense of it, lime plaster itself is expensive.
Yep.
The labor involved, because there's
That's fine. We keep going, everybody.
okay,
we don't cut.
Because it's so labor intensive, it's just so many layers that you have to oh my gosh, the dogs are going nuts.
The dogs are here as well, everybody. We might even introduce you in the future.
Oh, to Oscar.
That would be a good.
You'll fall in love with Oscar.
You guys will love him.
You will. Huey, not so much.
Yep. Huey's the one you've heard crying on all the other episodes, especially the last one. I think I could not edit it out.
Oh, loved it. No, they've got to put like wire mesh up. They've got to build it up. It's really thick. So if you've got like tight, small spaces, like
where you need that,
you're coming in the whole circumference of the room. So anyway,
okay, cool.
It's about what, $3.50 a square meter?
Oh, look at that, everybody! Pricing information. So it's definitely up there.
Yeah,
but
and
if
again,
it's a feature you want,
beautiful.
I mean, that's about the price that we're looking at for like feature. Like if you want like something really beautiful and bespoke, that's about where you would look.
Stunning. It's just there's so many
aspects to it. It's not just a simple like, yes, we'll do this.
Yeah, you do have to consider. So like Queenslanders, 2-story homes, like lightweight construction, I just stay away from, because any movement, it's a seamless finish. So you don't want cracking.
It's a cracking. Yeah.
Again, Queensland, humidity, heat.
Yep.
I've had the issues in my own bathroom. Like, it's
beautiful. Oh, well, just keep taking us through some of these images then.
So sorry.
No, it's not anything to do with you. Whoa.
I told you.
Whoa. Everybody, we are looking at probably the nicest hallway I've ever seen.
But
something
how
that
commercial
I would imagine,
does this
well, this is something I'd almost imagine like what would be at Apple's HQ. Like those kind of like big flying saucer disc buildings. But those evenly spaced windows letting in those little slithers of light.
Sculptural.
That is stunning.
Beautiful.
That's going on the gram, obviously.
Beautiful. And again, the curved walls, the slivers of light that is indirectly kind of looking like artificial lighting almost. Like those, that doesn't look like natural light kind of coming through. That looks like forced architectural lighting. Yeah. Which is incredible that is natural light. But I'm loving the change in the flooring. I'm really glad that they went the timber floors. It just really warms it up.
It's really like dark, moody as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm all about this.
Yeah, it's like smoked, which is stunning. I do love that. Smoked. So that's our beautiful hallway. Oops, so sorry, jumping about. Ooh. Again, we're back to the curved walls, those sliver windows, but we're back to like the marble or the stone flooring. Very cool, very sculptural. Loving it. Again, now we're downstairs in like the double void space.
Yeah, the stair matches pretty much the tone of the rest of the building as well here, everybody at home.
I also love, and I'm sure it's intentional because everything MIM design does is perfection, but the stairs with the open treads gives the illusion exactly what that hallway was achieving with like the slivers of light. Yep. You're still getting the slivers of light here, which I think's really quite beautiful.
For everyone playing along at home, if you want to do these open tread designs, so you've got to make sure that the distance between the top of one tread and the underside, I can do this in I actually do this to the camera, I'll flip it over for ease. The distance between the underside of the top tread and the top of the underneath one, that's still got to be below your, I think it's 125 mil off the top of my head. So generally for most stairs, you'll end up with like a riser height. So from one step to the next of about 175 on average, depending what your floor to floors and all that kind of stuff is. So what that means is your treads have got to be like thickness. 50 to 60 mil thick.
Minimum.
So I would say on these ones, the gap between them doesn't look that much.
No,
so these
it doesn't.
almost look proportionally maybe closer to 80 to 100.
Yep.
And then I would even hazard a guess as to really like push the sense of luxury here. The tread depth, instead of being 250 mil wide, I'd say they're probably 350. I'm so glad that I kept that all in like camera as well. I feel like a newsreader. Like I'm like, and then we've got a
with
system.
The blue screen.
We've got a system building over in this part of the area. I won't wear green.
Just to go on your little like architecture knowledge, the 120 gap for your tread clearances is also the same as the 120 for a balustrade.
Correct. Yep, we can't be.
There we go.
The 120 was very brutally described to me when I was at university as being the circumference of a toddler's head. or a baby's head even actually, because a baby is different to a toddler. But it's all about like, say the rest of their body squeezed. You know those like really cool videos where like a kid gets their head stuck between balusters or whatever?
I do giggle.
Like I remember I have a very vivid memory of going to like a movie world or something once and sticking my head through like the porthole for like a photo and I got my ear stuck. And that's what we want to achieve is we want to make sure that you can't go fully through it, that there is like a prevention for falling.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair.
As embarrassing as it may be to be called out and like have all the tourists get off the bus and look at you while you're crying and telling people to stop taking photos. That's what happens. I mean, that was 6 weeks ago.
To select few, that big head did not get...
Okay.
Did you see?
Well,
you
everybody, you can now see that Mikaela's just talking shit because I don't have a big head.
Look at the difference.
Mikaela's sitting a lot further back from the camera than I am.
I'm actually not.
Yeah, I have to come like all the way back here.
All right.
The visual gags are off the chain. This is great.
Sorry.
Let's whip through some photos.
All right.
And because I feel it's going to take a while for me to adjust, not just like talking about the image. I feel like I'm now like being like, yeah, just look at it. I mean, it's beautiful. And then the people just driving to work's like, cool, what am I looking at? It's like,
great.
obviously
Thanks so
just
much.
like hold your phone up while you're driving.
All right. So quickly to whip through is now we're starting the injection of colour, which again, as we develop through this project, you'll see this injection of colour and it's done so beautifully, so tastefully. And they've really kind of highlighted this incredible stone.
This is...
Which I'm obsessed with.
Can I give you like a... I nearly said euphemism, but that's not what I want to say at all. Can I give you an analogy?
Yeah, you can.
Looking at this stone, so it's almost like a really dark greeny, bluey
it's dark
kind of
green.
stone with some white veins.
The Verde Alpi, yeah.
I almost look at this as, you know how when you go to like, oh, sorry, I just touched... I touched my microphone as well. My goodness, I'm in a shambles. It almost looks like when you go out on like black ice.
Oh.
Like that kind of thing where like part of it is just deep and you're like, I don't know how deep this river is. And then you get the like bits where people have either been skating or it's cracked and it's like frosted up.
Oh, wow. I live in Queensland, so
Can I be honest with you? I've never actually been on black ice. I've just lied for clout. I've seen it in movies. I'm pretty sure they did it on Gossip Girl.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool. Or in Little Women, actually. And I watched that movie as well. Everybody at home watch Little Women. That's a huge recommendation from me. Timothy Chalamet as Laurie. My goodness.
Oh, just Timothy in general.
Even
really.
Emma Watson in it was great.
Oh,
it's just
Emma
good to see the
Watson.
gang back together.
Oh, right.
And then, you know what, my girl from Atonement, Sorcy?
Oh.
She has maybe redeemed.
Sorcy?
She's maybe redeemed herself.
Oh. I love her. I loved her in her and Margot Robbie did the I can't remember.
Movie Chat's brought to you in video format.
Oh,
that was really good. Are you going to keep doing that as well? Hey, everybody. It's your favorite.
It's your friends that grab the trays.
Oh, my goodness, everybody. This has fallen off the wagon. If you're not watching the video, just treat yourself. Go to our YouTube. Literally, I will be going through and like putting all the other episodes back up on there because I stopped after episode 10 because I was like, no one's listening to this except for Ben from Rendered Reality. And Ben, I appreciate you. Thank you for being our first subscriber. That's not me. But I will be putting this up there, and the amount of visual gags and bloopers we're going to have now.
Oh, so many.
I'm going to have to get so many cameras so we can just like cut between stuff without like being seamless, where we're just like up like this and we're like, hold. Okay.
All right. I feel like we have digressed beyond
I'll find out what
salvation.
that Margot Robbie movie is later. Don't worry, everybody.
It's Queen something.
Oh, like the Queen. Like where
Queen.
she's Queen Elizabeth or whatever. Like the first one. Or Victoria?
No, older. Like way older.
Well, Queen Elizabeth's pretty old, mate. I don't know if you saw. She had her 70th anniversary Jubilee thingamajiggy.
Okay.
Can I say, everybody, for that, because we're not cutting, because that's a lot of work on my part. Seeing Andrew Lloyd Webber and Lin-Manuel Miranda come out to do the musical theatre portion of that was just a real highlight of my week. It was really good. They did The Lion King. They did, I think there's like a musical called Six. I'm not like a huge fan of it, but whatever, they were there. They did a Phantom of the Opera song. Are you serious? They did, I think they had like the English version of like Hamilton that's going on at the moment. And then to wrap it all up, are you ready? The musical I was in at the end of year 7, I had a dual role. I was the baker, and I was also one of Joseph's sons. They did, not Joseph, Jacob's sons. They did Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Oh. The only thing missing, the cherry that wasn't on top of the cake, I would have died if Donny Osmond had returned for the iconic role because he was amazing. Do you know Donny Osmond is the guy who sings the male lead songs in Milan?
Is he?
Looking at that.
Wild.
Oh, Mary Queen of Scots. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
Mary
into
Queen
this.
of Scots.
I might have to go and watch this. It's a Friday, everybody. I'm going to go and watch movies when I get home.
Oh, this is like a few years old.
Okay, well,
great.
I'll find it on the Netflix.
Yeah,
everybody,
obviously.
thank you so much. See, that is how a professional just runs out like a little bit of filler. We are now 32 minutes in. But that's okay. And I shouldn't say times because that's really going to get confusing when you're like, you're only actually 26 minutes in. But you know what? We're learning.
Okay. Let's cut that. Okay. So
I can't cut that.
I'm joking.
I can't. I literally can't cut it. I'm not smart enough.
we gotta
Okay,
get
so
back.
black ice stone.
Black ice. It's green.
So is that the Tadalac on the balustrade as well?
Yes. So this is that.
It nearly
it's-
matches the like stone of the floor
Of
and
the
the tile, like
that's
stairs.
It's probably on purpose, I'd say.
No, say it. So
All right.
Whoa.
No, wait. You haven't
What?
even. You haven't even. I've got to
hang on,
skip.
everybody. We've changed lanes here. Oh, I've just bumped the table again.
Yep. I'm even skipping. Okay.
No.
Here we go. So this next image, absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed. It is the cellar. So they have this beautiful custom curved cellar, obviously featuring this incredible Verde Alpi marble. So this green, really, really dark, rich green with this white and even darker green veinage throughout. We have this black, I'd say it looks like a timber. It's definitely got a grain. Yeah, timber veneer, cabinetry. It's all curved. And what makes it even more impressive is not even just this wine collection and how large this space is.
I mean, that's a good point.
Custom stone wine tasting table, but where this bar area is, look at that chamfered stone.
I can't believe
So
that. That's
they've-
very reminiscent of the what was the Rob Mills apartment?
Yeah.
30 Anderson
Yep.
with the bath.
Yes. Yep. So they've curved this bar. They've done the entire bar fascia and sink area is in the stone.
Everybody, I've just zoomed in for you. We have the technology.
And then they've not only like done this entire plinth almost of stone,
Far out.
then they've done this as the entire full height splashback behind
Absolutely
this
stop
sink
it.
area. It's just incredible.
Miriam and team. Obviously,
I know,
and team.
obviously. So this is where I fell in love with the Verde Alpi. I already tried to get it in on a project like 4 years ago.
Was that one with the, you do it in the butler's
3
pantry or something?
3
Or
years ago. I did it in the
powder
whole
room?
kitchen, in the powder room. Yeah, tried to get it in. That project ended up falling over.
Everybody, if you want those ideas, we've still got them.
So I fell in love with it as soon as I saw this stone when CDK Stone kind of released it, fell in love with it, tried to implement it a few times. I think it was a little bit too much 4 years ago. I feel like now everyone's
we're on
like,
trend.
I feel like everyone's like now like, yeah, green stone. Yeah. It's so achievable
It's a
now.
statement.
And then I saw this project, and then this is where I fell in love with it again and thought of it for our apartment.
Beautiful.
So this is where I wanted to use the Verde
my
Alpi,
goodness.
and that's why I saw it in that expanse. I want to use it in the bathroom. We can achieve something like this.
Stop.
Beautiful. So
Oh my goodness.
this is our stunning cellar. Now we're going back up to like the living spaces. So it looks like almost like bunkerish, or there was like no natural light in there. It was dark and moody on purpose. Now we're going back up, ocean views. All about the ocean views. We've got this stunning ceiling treatment. So it looks like a very, very fine timber batten in almost like a chalky off-white. We've got this sculptural,
Sorry, I'm trying to pinch and zoom, but
but it almost looks like bleached timber, and then outside it's it's darker. So I don't know what
I'm
the
obsessed with
material
this.
is
I think
or
it
how
is a
they've treated
timber.
it.
Yeah.
I love, again, this fireplace detail. We're in like a media or like a living space. They've got this sculptural fireplace. They've used, again, another stone, very, very opulent, as this entire floating plinth across this whole entertainment space. We're back to the dark joinery, so we're getting that timber knots. We're getting texture.
We're getting texture. We're getting volume.
Volume. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to whip through because there's so many beautiful, amazing images.
Everybody can see we're 11 of 38, but like everybody, this is...
It's stunning.
Whoa.
Yeah, this
whoa,
sculptural
wee.
fireplace with this curvature. It's
Look at that.
so gorgeous.
That's pretty hot. Yeah.
I love how crisp those lines are on the edges, but it lines up perfectly to the width of the fireplace, and then it concaves back out. Like, it is.
That is a stunning integration.
Beautiful detail. Even just the window treatments as well. It looks seamless. It looks clean. You can't see any structure. You can't see any hardware. It's just
I'm appreciating
beautiful.
like the scalloped nature of it, because then it's almost the same with that hallway where you have like the big radial scallop, and then with the S-fold curtains, like you get like the little mini scallops.
Beautiful.
And then
And I like to note as well, a lot of the time when we see projects where they have beautiful curvature of walls, soft curves, that organic kind of thoroughfare spaces, where instead of just having soft curves, this is like internal. So we're getting those sharp kind of scalloped edges as well as soft organic curves. So it's kind of, the best of both.
It's the best of both worlds. I've had a thought. Do we, this project is beautiful. Let's give it the Rebecca Judd treatment. Let's do a whole episode on it.
And then we can do.
And then we'll listen, everybody. I've come to the realization that I've potentially not been living up to my part of the deal. I've not been picking beautiful enough projects because gorgeous, gorgeous girls deserve gorgeous. Far out, I ran too many gorgeouses.
It happens. It happens to us all.
I've picked something that I'm quite
interested in.
I'm a little bit like, I'm flirting with this project, if that helps. And like, there's a new architect in the scene for this one, and I'm like a little bit like, hey.
And guys at home, I don't know. You haven't told me.
Yeah, Caitlin was like looking at me last night. She's like, why are you smiling? I'm like, nothing.
I'm going to win.
She's like, what is Mikaela texting you? I'm like, no, she's not texting me right now. She might also be texting me, but that's not why I'm feeling like this. I think I'm in love, Caitlin. All right, so where are we now? So we've got, oh my goodness, beautiful ocean blue.
Well, this is, I think, a bit of a trademark of MIM Design.
Oh,
so they
are Miriam TM.
And honestly, I say it every time, please, people at home, give a listen. Please go on to MIM Design's website.
Where we are now. I'll put a link. I'll actually put a link to, I will sacrifice putting a link to listen to the episode in our stories. Or maybe I'll just do both. But I'll put a link to the website to the project because...
And you will see, sorry, going back to like this image and that blue, it's a trademark detail. If you look through these projects, MIM Design nails injecting this like primary blue or royal blue. You see it everywhere. They do it in lounges, carpets, and like I would never be like, oh, bright royal blue carpet, bring it on. They somehow do it. It looks incredible. Yeah. I don't know if this is like... a professional term to use. I just don't have the balls to choose something.
Listen, I think earlier in the episode I said something was hot. I don't think we're too worried. Also, I keep looking at the camera and smiling at myself. I'm so sorry, everybody watching.
Sorry.
I might make the image like really small at the top of the screen so I just don't go like this.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
But
I'll wear my glasses next time. I'm so sorry, everybody.
I feel like they take risks, but every single time they do it pays off. Like I look at so many details and I'm like, why would you ever choose that? Yeah. And then I just look at their projects and I'm like, why would you ever not do what they suggest?
I think if you've got enough clout, you are the trendsetter.
Yeah.
Like you can, like when Tiger started wearing red on Sundays, golf analogy, boom, killed it. But when he started wearing that, it's like, what are you doing? What are you wearing that for? But now it is iconic. And this is it. When you have your finger on the pulse. There's like a time where you go from having a finger on the pulse to being the pulse.
Oh. Good call.
Miriam, I'm happy for you to use that for your next book.
Oh.
Quote me, please.
The next book? Sorry, guys.
Everyone, do we want to do a little show and tell while we're here?
We do. So,
oh my God, that's the image on the front page. It's like we planned it. Everybody, our new book, Works by MIM Design. No, this is what I got Mikaela at the end of last year for a little Christmas present.
Yeah. And guys, the quality of this, it is... insane. It's like beautiful linen wrap. It's in this like almost
Listen
grey
to the linen
blue.
wrap. Listen to her like bring out the linen texture.
But the image is of that beautiful Alpi Verde green out the lime.
No, I can't scroll.
Nah,
I'm an idiot.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, Lachlan.
Honestly, this is by far my most prized book.
Oh my God, stop.
That I own. This sits in my media room. No one's allowed to touch it. White gloves only. Obviously, I don't need them.
Yeah, Mikaela doesn't because she moisturizes. She's not an idiot.
Clearly.
Obviously. Oh my goodness. Also, can we just while we're on a side tangent, let's throw in another side tangent. It is so dry at the moment. I sent you a text the other day because in the office, everyone's like wearing t-shirts and stuff. They've cranked the AC up to like 40 degrees or something. So I'm sitting there like a sponge.
Why didn't this happen when I was there? Do you know how many times I'm like,
I'm in like the Bermuda Triangle of like 3 different air conditioners. My cheeks probably look red. One, I have been in Cairns. Thank you for noticing. I'm looking bronze. I'm looking gorgeous. I'm looking like I might already be in Santorini or Florence, wherever we were talking about before.
Milan, but so close.
So close. So,
Inland,
so close.
not coastal.
Somewhere in Europe, somewhere where beautiful people live.
Stunning.
But my cheeks and like my nose are so dry at the moment, but my lips are not. So I'm not sure what's happening.
No, my lips are so dry.
Yeah, I might have to get a bit of chapstick. And you know what? It's now that I'm realizing this is very weird to say, like, because people are going to like either zoom in on the video or try and like listen to how chapped our lips are. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a good one.
Okay.
All right, let's keep pedaling.
Architect. Do you want to inject some architectural goodness? Because this is...
Yeah, I'm a big fan of what we're looking at here. So we've got is that a balcony or are we up off the ground or is it just a little courtyard space?
It's like a little set down.
So I think the thing that's really successful about this is I try to like zoom out to see it all is the fact that it's almost like this big pergola thing, but the proportions of it match everything else. Like pretty much we've got internally full height glazing, correct?
Yeah.
We've got full height
Stunning.
doors. And then on top of that, we've got to have a little bit of a parapet because we've got to figure out what's happening with the roof.
With the roof, how we're getting that drainage.
I would love to see what's happening. It's probably a very flat fall.
Do you know what this, kind of reminds me of?
Goat.
The goat. Madeline Blanchfield.
Oh, the goat. The other goat.
The other goat.
It's like having Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. We don't talk about Djokovic.
I love how we call Madeline the goat, but she's technically like younger on the scene. Like Mim Design.
Be younger and be the goat.
Oh, no, I'm not being ageist. I'm talking about how long Mim Design as a company has been around.
I mean, it's a good point. But like also note that at one day, you and I will obviously be the goats.
Oh, of our day and age.
Well, no, but like of all time. Like,
okay.
It's not greatest of at the current moment until someone else comes along. It's like we can put the stamp down. We are the Michael Jordan of architecture podcasts.
The goats of potential.
Oh, I like that.
It's there. We just haven't.
We should put like, business cards together. It's like Mikaela.
We could be great.
We really could. If we put in the slightest amount of effort, we could really realize some potential here. We could integrate some really high quality content.
Okay.
We get a sponsor for some sound panels in here. Oh my goodness, the echo's going to be gone.
I knew
Shivers me.
So that image previously of like the blue carpet, again,
wow.
Who would ever think
Is
plush,
it cut pile? It's got to be.
It looks like cut pile.
Or is it loop?
Nah, is she?
I can't zoom in anymore.
Oh, that's
There's like a little boucle kind of like ottoman-y thing at the end. I don't mind that.
I would say it's cut pile. It's got modelling to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, they went a blue carpet in the master bedroom. We've got a beautiful curved ceiling detail with a concealed parapet. You got it stuck in my head.
Gotcha.
Pelmet.
I like that the pelmet runs all the way over the bed head as well, rather than just stopping.
That's what I mean. It's more like a drop ceiling detail than a concealed pelmet. And you know what?
Pelmet. I have actively avoided doing this in projects, but I don't dislike it. Okay. I think I will now steal this for my own. I think I will steal this for my own benefit. Sorry, integrate. We don't say steal. Integrate this into my own practice.
And I know we did it after the fact in one of our projects where we had to kind of put in pelmets after it was constructed. And I think that wasn't as successful because, again, it was like broken up into just above the window coverings. Now, again, this was all very different in terms of it wasn't one clear room.
Yes.
We had integration of kitchen, living, dining, hallway. So it was a bit odd. But when it's like one mass like that, I really like that. I think that it feels...
It's just a big shadow line, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it
makes the ceiling feel like it's floating.
Well, it doesn't look like, that's a concealed pelmet for the window treatments. Like it's just a drop ceiling.
I love that so much. I don't think it's that deep either, to be honest with you, because you can kind of see the top of the frame. So it might only be like 50, 60 mil, which is very nice.
Okay, are you ready? Because this gets...
Oh my goodness.
This gets wild.
Where are we going now?
This is the master walk-in wardrobe and dressing room. This stone...
It's nice, isn't it?
It's Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks.
There are more images. I know there are.
Miriam,
but
what are you doing? Please.
they have. Oh,
we went back again.
I didn't. Do
We're
it.
learning, everybody.
We've got the timber slat ceiling.
Yep.
We have
Tick.
the same marble used as the flooring in the hallways and the entrances, used as a bench top.
Just a casual bench top, just general.
And then we have a soft minty green almost, I would say.
Mint, yeah. Mint's a
I'd
good
go
colour.
within the mint range. We've got a mint cabinetry just for this like dresser island.
Yep.
Then we have the injected blue carpet as used as like an inset rug, and then it goes to timber flooring.
Yep.
So we do have I would say, a mishmash of finishes in terms of I would never put this like, it's quite a bright mint green with like black hardware, with a marble stone, with a blue plush carpet, with a
ceiling.
grey smoke, with a white timber ceiling. And then we've got another stone in the dressing area behind, which is like a soft jadey, minty.
That is a really good colour description. The jade, like if you look at, I
Jade,
remember when we went to
like
China,
jade
we got like a
stones,
little jade like sphere that had a sphere inside it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like meant to represent like the generations of your family
cool.
or whatever.
Cute.
It is exactly that colour with like just a really
welcome.
fine kind of veining or like mottling to it. I'll use the word mottling because you said it.
I know what stone that is, and that's quartzite. It's quite beautiful.
Oh.
It has absolutely eluded me. But Hal is using it on a project, Gold Coast, where the Verdi Alpi was just a bit too
polarizing.
Yep. So
Sure.
then we softened it and went to this quartzite, which
I mean,
is
you
still.
can't do too badly with that. Yeah.
I just can't remember. It's actually called like green is in the title. I just can't remember. Anyway, it's eluded me. It's from
Everybody-
CDK Stone.
That's
I'll
fine.
get it to
Look
you.
it up. We'll put it. Geez, here's another promise that'll go undelivered.
Yeah.
I'll put it up on the gram. It's not happening.
Nah. Anyway, this
Stunning. Go to
quartzite.
CDK.
Beautiful. Now we're back into the master ensuite. And again, that same stone flooring that was used in the entrance and the hallways that matched in with like the Tadillac and the lime plaster. Now we kind of have it literally everywhere. So it's a beautiful wall tile. It's the bench
everything.
top.
It's a
It's the
beautiful
vanity
cabinet front.
It's just floor to ceiling in this marble. Quite stunning, quite beautiful. I'm
far out.
loving the elements of the black. So they've got these
Yeah.
beautiful little wall lights. They have the beautiful framework to the mirror. We've got our black tapware. We have our black shadow line. It's just really tasteful, really elegant. And I honestly think this very timeless. I would be very hesitant to do like the blue carpet, the green stone, the mint green cabinets.
I feel like this is far out. This is going to be maybe a little bit rude, but like I feel like this is the safest.
Yes.
This in that like hallway with the Tadillac and the flooring. Like,
I feel like all the
these are
public
safe.
areas and definitely bathrooms. And again, I know this is a multi-million-dollar project. So, if you're renovating, I'll be like, oh, copy that. Like, no, it's to take inspiration from, and you can see where they have injected color or personality or kind of happy to take risks, and then the areas where they haven't. So the formal entry, the hallways, the main living spaces, the master ensuite, probably the main bathroom, like all these key areas that are one, expensive to replace, or two, open to the public, or they use every day. And then honestly, if it came to it in 5 years' time and these owners were like, you know what, I'm over the green. I don't like the green.
Yeah.
All they're doing is changing the island cabinetry in their dressing room, not the rest of it. And, okay, maybe carpet, a little bit expensive to replace, but at the end of the day, it's not full joinery. It's not tiles. It's not.
We're not re-waterproofing because listen, I rate that heavily. Can I, in the sake of, I'll say time, but like that makes it seem very dramatic. But do we want to, I guess, what's the word? Do we want to like have a flick through a couple more and almost do like a speed round just to...
I feel like we've kind of...
I think the hero... I mean, but having said that, every
We've just
image
got
we
the
click... I
kitchen.
was just about to say, I think we've done all the hero spaces and then we just click to the next one. I'm like, skylight or something. Miriam, what are you doing to me?
I know. It's hard. We're literally
I think we need
halfway.
to play R&B music or something, and I feel like I'm torn. I'm torn between two partners. I'm like, Madeline, Miriam.
I know.
It's like I want them both.
I feel like we have fluffed about. So let's get back on track. But
Choo-choo.
ensuite, again, this is marble, floor to ceiling. We have skylights. It's very clean. It's very simplistic. I'm loving the wet area. I'm loving the configuration and the layout. To me personally, I don't think it's enough natural light for me in terms of where the vanity is to do my makeup every day, blah, blah, blah. I know they've got they've got a full dressing room and a makeup station, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I'm a sucker for really bright.
Yeah, you're a reverse vampire.
A bathroom to me has to be
not just artificial light. We need the natural.
Yeah, and a lot of it. Like a lot of it. I'm all for moody bedrooms, moody media rooms, but bathrooms for me, it just has to be bathed in natural light everywhere, if possible. Again, there's heaps of internal bathrooms.
You might have internal bathrooms, 100%.
It is what it is, but a master ensuite for the wow factor.
I'm really hoping,
I just thought like a bath, that bath has 0 views. And it just kind of feels like, well, I don't want to sit there. I don't want to be sitting in a bath.
You know what, though?
It's just staring at a ceiling.
Yeah, I feel like because
they've got ocean views.
The ocean views. But yeah, I wonder if the trade-off for having so many ocean views and so many spaces you're trying to prioritize to get the ocean views.
Like,
that you're like,
your master bedroom probably is staring at the beach. But
I hope the next couple of images are of this because I've got so many questions. Damn, it's not. Maybe we'll circle back around to it. But I've just got so many questions about like that wet space at the back. Like I think like for a moment, hey, let me just pedal back for a second.
Zoom in.
I thought there was like maybe a bit of a floating shelf at the back.
Yeah, well,
or like
there's
a full-walled niche that's got a...
Okay. The shower. Look, you know what? I'm so sorry. Again, I take it back.
I'm so sorry to doubt. But like there's so many things going on here. You've got the seat.
They've got full height glazing.
Like you've got the seat that comes up to the height of almost like the floor tile wrapping up as like a skirting.
Oh,
and then we've
beautiful.
got a full length niche. Like I love this.
It is stunning. I have to admit, and I'm so sorry, and I take everything back, Mim. The seat is literally staring out to full height glazing to probably an ocean view that is killer. So yes, the shower experience, in my opinion, I always hate when you go into master ensuites, bathrooms where they've prioritized the bath that gets used 1% of the time. The shower you use every day, and
I
it's
think
at the
I'd
back.
be okay sitting on that seat looking out at that view.
I'd be pretty happy. I'd be pretty stoked. And
It'd
honestly,
be
you could probably sit in the bath and you can still see that view direction is probably perfect.
I also don't mind that it's just, it looks like it's just the wall lights. Like I haven't seen any, I'm trying to zoom out. I can't see any like down lights on the ceiling.
I don't know. For me, that vanity is just so dark.
Maybe there's like some lighting in the shadow line or something.
I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past her. She's very good at this.
She really is.
Talking about being good at this, like that, even the glazing design of the high level.
Love it. The
We're
high
in the living
mullion,
room now.
stunning. The column, I love it. The Tadalak plaster, it looks sculptural again. We've got the plinth, the fireplace.
Is that the same fireplace as before? Or is this the second one?
No, second. Because the other one had the flute. This one's got the soft curve.
I'm so sorry to doubt you, Miriam.
Multiple living.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, ocean, honestly. Killer.
Killer vibes.
Okay.
Talk about killer. All right, hang on, everybody. I'm glad we saved a little bit of time at the end of the episode to talk about this bad boy.
Now, wait till you see. Again, they've picked the risk so well. They clearly wanted to inject like this beautiful stone, which you're about to see in a minute, and I know which images are coming up.
Okay.
They've used that same stone flooring that's the beautiful soft marble. They've done it as the kitchen island, as you can see in this image. They've done it throughout the master ensuite from top to toe. They've done it for the general flooring. But then this green stone that they've used is like that beautiful floor inlay at the stairs. Then they've got that jade kind of color quartzite. I can't remember the name of it. Emerald quartzite? No, I can't remember. They've used that in the dressing room. Wait till you see how they've used it near the kitchen.
Everybody at home, this is the look of someone who hasn't seen this before. I didn't do drama at school. I have no acting experience except for my musical theatre.
Well,
my one role as Joseph's son.
Again, I don't want to take away from this image because it is stunning. Let's quickly go through it. The ceiling detail, we've got the timber slats, but again, it's almost like a chalky kind of color. We've got the smoked timber flooring. We have this incredible dining. This whole space is just encased in glass.
We've even got the columns are brought in from the outside of the building to get you that frameless look, but then it looks like even that ceiling detail has been like kind of, and I hope everyone can see that cursor, like it's been wrapped around it.
It's stunning.
For a second, I literally thought the glazing went into the side of the column, but they've brought it in because obviously
beautiful.
that's what you would do. It looks like it's scalloped around it.
Stunning. And then the curtains.
Like imagine having like 2 killer views. It's like, oh, I'm done looking at the beach today. I should look out onto the farmland.
Honestly.
Far out.
Tough life. Now, MIM design, incredible. The last project I actually did of MIM, I think I've only done MIM design once, but the last project I featured had the very, very same island detail. So they're killer at this concave, like beautiful island detail. That one I think was actually like concrete, like formed concrete with that polished look.
Yeah.
Now they've done this in stone. So again, that chamfer detail. So whoever their stonemason is on their project in terms of construction,
this is the guy.
Killer. You are incredible at what you do, and your craft is insane. Like, look at the edge of that benchtop detail.
Yeah.
The soft curve is, again, reflective of the fireplace detail, the hallways. Like, it's beautiful.
Is that one piece of stone and then they've just cut it in a way that it is like perfectly book matched? Like, you're not losing any gaps between. Like, I think actually you can almost see it if you zoom out.
Zoom out,
like,
you see it more.
You see the facets of it, but
yeah,
like especially there. But like, that's insane.
That's what I mean. His
that
craft.
Is so many segments.
Craft.
Their craft.
Their craft is just insane.
Listen, you're gonna have to just put me out of my misery. What is the next couple images? I'm ready to lose my mind. Well, obviously that's beautiful. That's a view out to the countryside.
Can you see it on the left side?
Oh, wow! As we go back. Oh my goodness.
But see what I mean, where the kitchen, timeless, beautiful, stunning.
That is like a real MIM design kitchen.
Isn't it?
Like
it's a boss. It's a boss kitchen. It's stunning. Every detail, it's sublime. Sublime. Yes, there is definitely things that I'm like, oh, my OCD brain with the lines, even in the cabinetry.
Sure. Yep.
And like, oh, I just want to like bring this bad boy over here.
Yeah, so like the cabinets to the right-hand side of the range hood, you want to like do that to center the range hood more on the island, I guess?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
But again, I don't know.
A bit nice though.
I don't know the coordination of like, I think that's butler's pantry access. This is obviously like fridge. Or is that fridge? No, that's fridge. This is fridge.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got a little handle. So fridge. There is like storage cabinets. That I think is the access to butler's pantry. Yeah. Here's our like oven microwave. Blah, blah, blah. Stunning. Beautiful. The ceiling really detail, the concealed pelmet that runs around. Like, it's like just beautiful.
We've got a range hood that's wrapped in marble that then we've got the full height splashback in marble. We've got the marble then wrapping up.
See, I can't read it. I don't know.
There's a bit of a lock.
So it's a shelf?
So there's a shelf. Right. So starting from like the top of the rear bench. So we've got a nib wall ledge. Say behind the cooktop, it's a pit, obviously, because there's no
stunning.
Oh my goodness!
I know.
Then we've got the like a big old splash, but does it look like it steps again?
Yes,
up the top?
That's why I'm like, does it step in?
So what are we putting up there?
I don't know.
But you know what? I'm okay with having it.
I'm fine.
It's probably the nicest dust collector we've ever seen, to be honest with you.
You know what? I'm not going to say no to a stone dust collector.
I don't mind that. The proportions of that are kind of nice.
I also love
That's
this
a first for the potty.
This little hidden gem. Yeah. Look at the shadow line.
I'm hoping we get a closer up image.
Yeah, we do.
Oh my goodness, even the shadow line of the... Sorry, everyone, I'm pointing at the thing. The shadow line...
I'm so sorry.
Is it fluted?
This is a fluted stone facade to the island.
Or do you think
sorry.
It's the stone and then they've like run it through like something
No, so this is the textured tile in the bathroom. So it's actually fluted on the wall tile in the ensuite. Did you see? Sorry, I didn't even mention it. But in the ensuite where the little like wall sconces were, the little round wall sconces, that was like it was a fluted tile.
Wow.
Stunning.
Everybody. Get in here. Oh, Mikaela's just bloody opened up a program on the computer. I hope that doesn't get picked up in the recording. You'll see us for a second if that did happen. All right, let's keep cracking.
Okay.
I think we're near the finish line, everybody. Oh my God.
Okay.
I can just see this thing in the distance teasing me.
It is.
This beautiful jade. Oh, that's a really good image of the detail. We'll throw that one up. So that's almost like the...
Look at that detail.
The edge of the island bench top is almost like...
It's like
creased, I guess. I don't know how to describe. How would you describe it? It's like a reverse.
I don't even know.
What do they call that?
It's like a splayed.
Yeah, it's almost like routed into it, but like a triangle. I've never seen this before. This is very alien to me, Mikaela. I don't know how I feel about this.
It's Mim design.
Obviously, I feel good about it, but like I feel uncomfortable. Oh, that's a very nice detail of those handles. Hello.
The same stone.
Yeah, okay. All right, I think I've seen this image before, everybody. I think I've seen this on a mood board, potentially for an apartment renovation project.
Potentially.
Everybody, this is for our apartment renovation project.
Now you know. And again,
holy snap and ducks.
That cabinet color, now that's making more sense. That's
now it's all coming back to me.
This is in the island in the walk-in wardrobe. That color, that cabinet with that stone as the dresser splashback.
Oh my goodness, you zoomed in again. Oh, my voice is breaking. My body is breaking down listening and looking to this. I'm so deeply madly in love with Emerald Haze. There we go, everybody.
It's called Emerald Haze Quartzite by CDK Stone. Oh,
stop it.
You're welcome. And look at the flute.
I can't get past that. I've never seen that flute done. Oh my God, we're just back to
another living room because there's
beautiful
not enough.
living room in my beautiful house. Oh, even the furniture is stunning.
Look, bunk beds.
Oh, is that bunk? Oh my goodness. Is that like a kid's activity? Oh my Lord.
So doesn't this give you Studio McGee vibes?
It really does. I was just about to say this really does. I think they did one apartment or one apartment,
house.
You friggin' idiot. One house on that
Manor.
show. Are there drawers in the
stairs?
steps?
Yeah, with drawers. Yep.
Step drawers.
Yep.
Even like the big like vibe of a 4-poster double bunk bed. I'm actually in love with this. I would love to have friends and do this.
I think they're queen beds.
Oh, of course they are.
So there's 4 queen beds in this bunk bed room.
I could really holiday here. I think that's the kind of vibe
I could live here.
I'm
just another spare bedroom. So basic. What a view. Basic bitch view.
Everybody, we're looking at probably, you know, the when you get the charity ads for like the Marta and they're like, you can own a whole apartment building. These are like the drone shots they kind of cheat use to be like, look how close you are to the beach. These guys are that close to the beach.
Like literally. Oh my God.
Beautiful.
Another stone choice. Stunning.
Another killer stone choice.
It almost looks like a dolomite.
You could be right. I have no idea what a dolomite is, so I wouldn't be able to correct you, to be honest.
It's like a really hard wearing, like let's say quartzite.
Sure.
Beautiful.
It's quartzite's brother. It's quartzite's uncle.
But the little ball lights.
Yeah, I actually really dig those, to be legitimate with you.
Same. Oh, look at the little,
I was being insincere before. Legitimately, I love those.
Anyway.
Oh my
I'm
goodness
in love.
me.
I also love, going back, the detail of it just stops. Like
it's almost like a reverse skirting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you leave like a skirt, like a really healthy skirting board gap at the top.
But the floor, I'm sorry, is that a seamless slab stone floor? What? In what world?
In what world? I mean, just a really basic image of like a stunning like walk-through robe.
And I love how this isn't even like the master.
Oh, we've got a different carpet choice in here as well.
Yeah, the beige. I'm into it.
Everybody. That was a very sharp inhale on my end. I'm sorry if I hurt anyone.
Is the timber slat ceiling in a wall covering. So now they've gone from the ceiling to a wall. I don't know.
I'm mad.
Little ball lights.
Is it because we've been going for so long? Is it because my jaw has already dropped?
It's the secondary kitchen. Sorry, guys.
You've got to be shitting me. Are you for real?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I know. 2 kitchens.
What is that on the island? Stop for a second. Is that more fluted? Like,
oh no, it looks like. Is it a cabinetry?
I can't look at this. I'm nearly called you Mikaela.
Mikaela.
Mikaela. Oh, I wish.
Look at this stone choice.
Even the handles, like in the
stone.
I love that.
In the same stone.
Listen, I would absolutely demolish my hip on it and I have no cares.
No.
Having said that, I don't think you would, because the gap between the island and the rear bench is probably like healthy.
Beyond healthy. Could you imagine, just realistically thinking.
Just let yourself into the guest kitchen.
I'm just gonna suggest to my client, you know what? No handle's gonna cut it. I'm actually just gonna custom make a stone handle for both kitchens.
That's just for both. For
both. In the selected stones. They're different stones because we just can't choose. So this is my second dream kitchen because my first dream kitchen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my dream kitchen with Miriam.
Oh, my gosh. Honestly.
This is, a bit of the external. Okay, you know what? That's honestly what I thought it was going to look like.
Do you get museum vibes?
A little bit. I get very sculptural, very honest to the landscape.
And this is explaining that hallway, that really sick hallway. all the
cobblestone
views.
externally,
Right.
floating concrete steps,
Right.
stunning landscaping. What a carport as well. I mean, far out. What are we doing?
What are we
everybody,
doing?
can we start a Patreon and then we'll just like get a bit of money from you guys every month, and then Mikaela and I can buy like houses like this and just live there. Oh, my
That sounds
goodness.
like such a vibe.
Not buy. We're going to build.
Yeah.
We're going to build a duplex,
but
beach duplex.
Along with you guys.
Oh, yeah, obviously you can come and stay when we're not there. That's staying in. You can
Okay.
obviously come and stay.
Stunning.
I'm just, some of these external details, we've only got one more photo after this. That is, the cobblestone
cars.
is really nice. I know the cars.
For the cars.
Even the
view
grass
for
looks
a car.
nice. Even the grass on a Miriam, like a Mim. I'm so sorry. I keep saying Miriam design on a Mim design like project. Look at the grass. What are we doing?
What? The grass? Hello. This is where, this isn't even the garage. This is where guests park. Your car has a view. It's insane. It's incredible. This house is
the bomb.
bloody incredible.
And of course, that's how we're going to cap it out. Look at that. That is very similar to that Rob Mills one, isn't it?
No. Are we picking? Look at the shape.
The shape.
Yep. Look at the splay, the
Yes.
inverse.
Oh, is that like the kitchen island bench? Oh, everybody, I'm a bit of a design professional here.
And you know what?
Was there spigots on those? Sorry, everybody, I'm just
no.
nerding out.
No,
There is
recessed, obviously,
spigots.
seamless.
The glass balustrade has no frame. It is recessed into
the slab. Yeah.
The tiles butt up against it exactly the same way the external glazing does.
I'm dead.
I'm so Caitlin, I'm so sorry. I've now found the second love of my life. Oh my goodness. Mikaela, this is like one of the better projects we've done. This is like 2 from 2 for you. I'm very stressed out. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to deliver.
You know, I've actually got my all-time favorite
Still in the barrel.
project. And this is no word of a lie. You know how you've always kind of referred to me as like the beige queen or the beige.
Yeah. Are we going to the palace?
This is what
We're throwing open the doors to the great unwashed.
this project that I will show, international project, not an
Yes.
Australian, not an architect or a designer we've ever spoken about.
Yes.
That I've ever even mentioned to you.
Everybody, I don't want to say a word because it's going to be disgusting to say.
And I would like to note, he's an architect. He's not an interior designer. He's an architect. He owns sausage dogs.
Oh my goodness, this is a match made in heaven.
But he is my neutral minimalist beige heaven.
He's your king.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Next
listening.
episode, it's up.
I'm just going to quickly get the iPad because I'm going to do the read live again. Everybody, it's just been such a great time and a great hoot having all my, I've just typed my pin code in wrong. I'm so sorry. It's just been such a great time being back in video format this time as I rest this down, and you can still see it. So I'm just going to slide it over here. Hi, everybody. So I'll be able to look at the camera and I do this. So Mikaela, thank you very much for your inspirationgram pick this week.
Thank you for going through it with me and not rushing it. We
I felt like we rushed it, but we still, oof.
So sorry.
No rings in the studio, everybody. We're so shit. This is what it deserved. This is exactly like when we saw the Biosol one and my jaw dropped. Honestly, a lot of the projects we've done recently could have had whole episodes.
They really could
And
have.
hopefully now we can articulate it verbally, but now also articulate it visually.
Yeah, so much
rather
easier.
than you waiting for like Thursday on the Instagram to be like, I don't understand what you're talking about.
And I know with podcasts as well, like some people do just enjoy listening to it on the way to work. So we really hope that, again, you can kind of get a visual from what we're explaining and what we're saying, but then also you can enjoy it and it just makes it easier for you guys at home that you can see it.
Yeah, think of the Instagram as the supplement to the audio version of the podcast, because now with the visual format and medium, you're getting pretty much everything. Like, I mean, obviously,
I don't know what you want from me.
I've really just put my foot in my mouth. Obviously, still follow us on the Instagram, like the post and like engage there, but like you're getting everything as soon as it pops.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Instead of
That
being
sounds
like,
weird.
oh, I'll wait for them to upload the photos so then I don't have to go do my own research. Because who needs to do their own research?
I'm actually not going to listen to the podcast until Sunday because I need them to put all the stuff up for me. So I'm a visual learner. So do we want to toodaloo this one?
Oh, of course we do.
Oh my goodness. The first video toodaloo.
And the first studio recording.
The first is studio toodaloo. my goodness. First new job toodaloo. My goodness. I'm going to lose it.
Oh,
all right. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Toodaloo.
This is so cool. All right.
is.
Now I'm going to play the music. And so everybody at home, you're going to hear me do a read live and I'm going to one take it. See, the music's going.
It's a bit cool. Are you feeling stressed?
I'm too blessed to be stressed right now. Everybody, this is welcome to the remix. I hope it goes for long enough. It doesn't actually. Oh shit. Welcome to the end of another episode. If you have any questions, I've already buggered it up.
Oh, do you want me to?
All right, let's keep. Do you want me to do it? No, of course I don't want you to bloody do it. You're a nightmare. We've come to the end of another episode. If you have any questions, reach out to us on our Instagram @GrabTheTrace. Following, sharing, leaving a review or a rating is the best way to help the show. Our opening and closing music was created by Robert Hellberg. And whilst we try to be as helpful as possible, I've read that wrong. Pause. And whilst we try to help as much as possible, this podcast is of a general nature and won't be able to take into account your individual circumstance. If you need personalised advice, you should engage a relevant professional consultant. Relevant professional consultant to help make the best decisions for your situation. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.